Hey guys, how's it going? So I finally got my first little pamphlet thing from No Greater Joy Ministries with Michael Pearl. And I've seen some comments here a while back from some people on other channels talking about Michael Pearl and what he is and all that kind of stuff. And the thing is, they've never listened to his videos, so they don't know what he's really about. I don't agree with every single thing he says, but most of it is right on point. And there's an article in here called Real or Fake. And I want to read it to you guys. I think this is going to apply to all of us, but especially those who are claiming something they don't really have. How to appear righteous even if you are not. Many godless people have positive traits that conceal their impiousness. You can pull off a very good imitation of a strong Christian by doing just three things. 1, be known as a hard worker who is a good steward of money and resources. 2, make your family your priority, not allowing work or play to rob them of your attention. Be faithful to your spouse in good times and bad. 3, be kind and respectful of others, seeking to promote others above self, never indulging in petty gossip. If you exemplify these three traits, people will consider you to be an exemplary Christian. On the side, you can smoke, use drugs, view pornography, swear, sometimes drink excessively, and commit criminal acts in business. But if you don't let those things define you, you can still pull off a good imitation of a Christian. So you can see where he's going with this. You can look like one, but you won't necessarily be one. You know, putting on a coat that says I'm a Christian doesn't make you a Christian. You can't just wear salvation. It has to be a part of you. Now he says how to profess Christianity but still be known as a depraved heathen. Number 1, be lazy and poor due to your unwillingness to work or to develop needed skills to meet the demand of the marketplace. Mope around and blame others for not giving you the chance to succeed. Envy successful people and speak ill of their avarice. 2, have interests that rob the family of your best. They can be sports, a hobby like fixing cars or motorcycles, fishing or hunting, or for the less energetic, you can just spend hours in front of the TV or on the computer, indulging your imagination. To make your imitation of a depraved sinner complete, be sure to express displeasure when your wife or children interrupt your endless indulgence. Make your wife unhappy with your lack of romance and with your disrespect. Be demanding of her and expect to be served. Since you are a professing Christian, remind her of her need to submit. That will complete your image as a heathen. 3, go to church and talk like a Christian most of the time, but be sure to get on social media and make snide remarks that hurt others. Criticize the pastors and other professing Christians of their hypocrisy. Don't express thankfulness or appreciation. Assume everyone owes you something. No one will ever suspect you are a Christian. If you do these three things, everyone will be able to see beyond your profession and know that indeed you are godless. Finally, there is a way to appear totally godly and still be depraved. Secretly view pornography. God will know who you really are, and so will the devil. If no one finds out, you just may prove to be the ultimate hypocrite and live your whole life with a reputation as a Christian. On Judgment Day, everyone will be too busy rejoicing to miss your presence. And you know what? I completely agree with that. Not as it applies to anyone else, but as it applies to me. Some of those things are in my life, and I got to get rid of them. I got the pornography thing licked. I need to deal with some other stuff in my life. We're never going to be perfect, but there's always something we can work on in our lives going the right direction, and that's what I'm going to work on. The situation that I'm having with my mother is a great example of doing the right thing. And the Lord's really been talking to me here the last 2 days about doing the right thing and the right way to deal with it. I already know how it's going to unfold tomorrow when I go pick up my nephew. I already know every conversation, which way it's going to go. The right thing to do for me in this situation, for what I have to do, is to be kind, courteous, and not speak, and let the situation play out. Be humble and then walk away, because that's in the best interest of everybody. If I can't set the example, what good am I? A lot of these other things, same thing. I've got little bits of them in my life. And reading this, I'm going to work on correcting those things, because there's the one big skill every Christian needs, I include myself in this, is being able to admit you're wrong and fix it. Being able to recognize a mistake and fix it. If we're not willing to do that, what good are we? How can we possibly think we're justified in telling someone else what they're doing wrong if we can't recognize when we're doing something wrong? So my goal is to change these things, to study this stuff, look deeper into the scriptures, and look at the things that apply to me and deal with them, examine them, apply the word to my life, because I have no right to tell anyone else they're wrong and what they're doing is wrong if I'm doing the same thing, or if I'm not acknowledging the mistakes I'm making. So I wanted to read that to you guys, because that applies to every one of us. There's always room for improvement. You don't ever get 5 stars, because there's always room for improvement. And so for me, for Sean, I'm going to remove these obstacles. I'm going to push these temptations to the side, and I'm going to focus on the important stuff. And that's this word, and that's Jesus Christ. All right, I love you guys. If I find anything else out really good, I'm going to share it with y'all. I got to run around a bunch of different appointments today. I'm playing bus driver. So if I find anything else, I'll throw up another video and share it with you guys. I love you guys. I pray you're having a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.